We have some breaking news on Celtics today. The Boston Celtics have made a trade, sending Noah Vonleh to the San Antonio Spurs. Vonleh and cash going to San Antonio. Nothing going back to Boston. This move clearly to clear up a roster spot. Adrian Wojnarowski tweeting this moments ago, confirming the news. The Celtics are trading Noah Vonleh and cash to the Spurs. Sources tell ESPN Spurs waiving a player to create the roster spot. And the Spurs are waiving Noah Vonleh too. So Noah Vonleh, a Spurs legend for a couple seconds there, but he is not going to play for the Spurs. He is being waived. So let's break down the trade details. The Spurs receive Noah Vonleh, who is waived, in cash. The Celtics receive nothing. So an interesting trade that we just saw go down. So the Celtics not getting anything in this deal. But we'll talk about here in a few minutes why the Celtics made this move. If you watched our show 2 days ago, I said I'd be pretty surprised if Vonleh was a Celtic by the end of the week. So that's certainly why you subscribe to the channel. So be sure to go down and subscribe. I want to know, what is your one-word reaction to the trade? Go down in the comment section and let me know. It is the pinned comment on today's video, so reply to it when you get a second. My one word is precursor. This is the start of something for the Celtics. They wanted to clear up a roster spot. They wanted to clear up some cap space in order to go out and make another move. Now, the reason that they made this move right now, here on January the 5th, is because Vonleh's deal was going to become fully guaranteed on January 7th. Not just his deal, but all contracts become fully guaranteed on Saturday. He's just played in, in the last 10 games, he's just played in 12 minutes, including 6 minutes the other night against Oklahoma City. So he hasn't been as involved here in the last couple of games. He's just averaged 1.1 points per game and 2.1 rebounds per game this season. He did not score any points when he came in against OKC the other night. I am a little bit surprised that he got traded. I am not surprised that he's no longer on the Celtics. I am surprised that they were able to trade him. I thought that they would waive him, but obviously the thing here for San Antonio is he wasn't going to play for them anyway. They're just trying to collect some cash here from the Celtics, the tanking Spurs trying to get some cash. Bobby Marks, who knows all about NBA contracts, very knowledgeable in that area, tweeted this out right after the trade went down. The Noah Vonleh contract was set to become guaranteed on Saturday, January 7th. The move opens up a roster spot and saves Boston over $7 million toward the luxury tax. So Brad Stevens, he knows what he's doing, saving over $7 million. Cap space in San Antonio, $27.1 million. Well, speaking of money, the Celtics just saved some money by trading Noah Vonleh. If you want to save some money, you should do it through Rocket Money, formerly known as Truebill. The app's going to show all your subscriptions in one place and then cancel for you whatever you don't still want. You might even find out that you are being double charged for a subscription. To cancel one, all you got to do is press cancel. Rocket Money will take care of the rest. Get rid of useless subscriptions with Rocket Money now. Go to rocketmoney.com/NBA. Now, Producer Jack, are you an Elton John fan? Well, anyway, he had his last concert out at Dodger Stadium in L.A., and I really wanted to watch it, so I got a Disney Plus account just to watch the concert, and I forgot to cancel it, Producer Jack. Well, guess what happened? Rocket Money reminded me, like, hey, you got this $10 a month subscription you're already using. I canceled it. I've saved money through Rocket Money. They're also going to track your spending. They're going to tell you how much per month you're spending on food, your bills, on groceries, eating out, and I've been able to save money through Rocket Money with that as well, because they will track my spending per month, tell me how much I spent this month compared to last month. I'm trying to get my spending down a little bit. Go to rocketmoney.com/NBA now. That link is available in the comments and the description. It is a great app. I use it all the time and can promise you, you will enjoy it as well. Brian Robb also chiming in here on this trade. Can confirm Shams Charania's report that the Celtics are trading Noah Vonleh to the Spurs with cash per league source. Vonleh's contract, as we just said, was set to become guaranteed for this year this weekend. Team opens up a roster spot for a potential trade, which I promise you, I can't promise anything, but I can assume that I know the trade is going to happen here in the coming weeks before the February 9th deadline. And buyout market and saves on luxury tax. In the meantime, again, the Celtics are saving over $7 million toward the luxury tax making this move. Giving away a guy that really didn't play that much. Keith Smith says this: Spurs are roughly $16 million under the salary floor. That's why they can do this trade and waive for Noah Vonleh without any real worry. Presumably, Boston is sending enough cash to cover San Antonio's actual outlay here. So we just talked about how this is most likely going to lead to a Celtics trade going down, them actually bringing somebody in this time. Here are some potential targets. I would have loved Jakob Poeltl to have been on the other end of this trade going back to Boston. He is still a name to monitor here. He has been linked to Boston a lot. Yeah, you got Robert Williams back, but Jakob Poeltl would be a fantastic addition to the Celtics team, as well as Naz Reid. I think Naz Reid is a more realistic trade target here for Boston. Minnesota is kind of struggling right now. They might make some moves here at the deadline, maybe shipping Naz Reid to Boston. John Collins is a name that has been linked to the Celtics. Out of the two Hawks we're going to talk about for trade targets, I think he's the most likely one. Trae Young, right now the Celtics are third in betting odds to land Trae Young. I do not think a young Trae is realistic. I don't think the Celtics have the assets to go out and get Trae Young. And you might say, well, they have all these good players. Not going to trade Jaylen Brown for Trae Young. That's just not going to happen, nor should they. And then Kelly Olynk, Celtics legend, do you bring him back to Boston? I think it might make some sense to do just that. We'll have to wait and see. Who do you want the Celtics to trade for? Go down in the comments section and let me know, who do you want the Celtics to trade for? Of course, this news comes before a huge game tonight in Dallas with the Dallas Mavericks. You got two of the top teams in the league squaring off. Here are some storylines here. Obviously not just two of the top teams, two of the top players squaring off. Jason Tatum against Luka Doncic. I mean, it's very possible the winner of this game is going to be the betting favorite for MVP. Those are clearly the top two guys for MVP right now. Luka and Tatum are way up here. Everyone else is right down here when you're talking about the MVP race. And the Celtics have an opportunity to snap a 7-game win streak for Dallas. They are very hot right now and playing very, very well. And then Robert Williams, I think he's going to get maybe more involved in this game tonight against Christian Wood. Who do you got? You got the C's or do you have the Mavs? Go down in the comment section. Let me know, who do you have in this matchup. Again, go down and subscribe to the channel. It is trade season in the association. If the Celtics make a move, we make a video. That's how we rock and roll here on Celtics Today.